I was cutting the steak when my phone buzzed on the table, face down, silent. I didn't look at it. Across from me, the candle trembled, the flame bent, then steadied. Soft jazz hummed through the apartment, the kind of music people use to pretend they're calm. She took a sip of wine, smiled at me. That was when the knock came. 3 sharp taps, not hesitant, not polite, familiar. I knew who it was before I stood up. My heart didn't race, it sank. The kind of sinking that comes when the last piece finally clicks into place. I walked to the door slowly, let the moment stretch, let whoever stood on the other side feel the weight of waiting. When I opened it, my wife froze. Her eyes didn't move at first, they locked on to the woman behind me. Then to the table, the candle, the wine, the half-cut steak. Her mouth opened, nothing came out. That's when I smiled. A month earlier, she had said the words like she was reading a grocery list. I'm done with this marriage. No shaking voice, no tears, just impatience. I remember nodding, once, slowly. Works for me. That smile confused her, I could tell. She was expecting pleading, bargaining, a man scrambling to save what was already dead. Instead, I packed a bag that night. Didn't ask where she'd been spending her late evenings. Didn't ask why her phone never left her hand. Didn't ask why she suddenly hated being touched. I already knew something was wrong. I just didn't know how deep it went. The first clue came 2 days after I left, a bank notification. Dinner. Expensive. Not my card. Same restaurant. Same night. Every Thursday. I didn't confront her. I watched. I checked phone records, not messages, those were locked tight, but calls don't lie. One number kept appearing. Short calls, long silences, late nights. I memorized it. I drove by her place once, parked down the street, watched the lights. Another car arrived at 10:47 p.m., didn't leave until morning. Still, I said nothing. Because truth hits harder when it walks into the room on its own. I hired a private investigator. Didn't feel dramatic, felt necessary. The photos arrived in an email 3 weeks later. Her, laughing, relaxed. The version of her I hadn't seen in years. Him, my brother. Same smile he used at family dinners, same hand on her lower back, same place I used to stand. I stared at the screen for a long time. No anger, no disbelief, just clarity, the kind that burns quietly. I invited my brother to dinner. Neutral tone. Casual. Catch up, I said. He agreed instantly. Too instantly. That's when I knew he didn't think I knew. She didn't either. I waited another week, moved into a new place, clean, minimal, mine. Then I invited her over, said I wanted to talk. She arrived confident, almost smug, like she was doing me a favor, until she saw the table and the woman sitting at it, my brother's wife. She finally spoke then. "What is this?" Her voice cracked. I stepped aside and let her see everything. The photos, the call logs, the hotel receipts. My brother's wife didn't cry. She didn't scream. She just looked at them both like she was dissecting something dead. My wife turned to me. "You set this up?" I shrugged. "You ended it," I said. "I just finished it." My brother tried to speak. I raised a hand. "No," I said softly. "You've said enough for years." Silence crushed the room. My wife's face collapsed inward, like something had finally eaten through her from the inside. She whispered my name. I didn't respond. They left separately. No shouting, no apologies that mattered, just the sound of doors closing. I sat back down, finished my steak. The candle burned low. Across from me, my guest lifted her glass. "To the truth," she said. I nodded. A week later, the divorce papers were signed. No arguments, no games. My brother doesn't call anymore. Family gatherings feel smaller now, cleaner. Sometimes I think about the moment she said she was done with the marriage, how certain she sounded, how free she thought she was. I didn't lose anything that night. I just stopped pretending. And that smile I gave her at the door, that was the last honest thing we ever shared.